Hi guys, Captain TigerLily here, and we are back with what's probably going to be the final episode of Strange Antiquities. We only have a couple days left in game, and hopefully they won't take me too terribly long, but if this ends up being a 2 hour to 2.5 hour video, then so be it. Won't be the first time I've done that. uh, for previous entries as such, see Sherlock Holmes. In my defense, I did not know how long that game was going to be at the end. I thought I was closer than I was. So yes, it was a long video, but it's fine. Um, anyway, before we jump in and try to find whatever the secret is hidden with the Knight of Thorns, hit the like button down below if at any point during the video you enjoy what you're watching. Hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos from me. Hit the notification bell, that way you guys will know when new videos go live, and share the video around to anybody you think might enjoy watching me play through Strange Antiquities. With the bell button, don't forget to hit all notifications if you guys don't want to miss any videos, and if you guys want to get access to videos early, click the join button down below. Alright, let's try to find this Knight of the Thorns. Should be in the crypt. Knight of the Thorns. Something about thorns. Do you see anything that looks like maybe that? It's got some kind of like vines on it. I can't see anything else that would be thorns unless it's this. That one's got a sword on him. Huh. I don't think there's any more. Okay, I feel like it could be either that. This is my first thought. Let's try it. Nope, nothing there. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna keep exploring. Knight of the Thorns. Why is this here? I don't know why that's there. What is this one? Oh, the Bishop Square. Okay. That maybe? Nope. Okay. Is it maybe this? I have no idea. Nope. Wasting time. Well, that's not great. What else could it be? Maybe the one that actually says, like, shows an... Okay, so it is. The tomb of the Knight of the Thorns resides alongside an ossuary filled with the unknown dead from the Battle of Sotherfell. It's an unpleasant place that I do not plan to linger in. Happily, I am able to find the item I came for without any difficulty, and I leave quickly. And don't look back until I am out in the bright of day once more. Valid, honestly. Oh, you're interesting. You can go here. I still don't like the vibe you're giving off, to be completely honest with you. But we should be good for the day. Hey, Thomas. I've noticed that some people claim I do not fear death. They say that dying scares them, but not death itself. Not me. Not the great Thomas Pope. Give me pain, give me fear. If I can feel, then I know I'm alive. Going back to the nothingness, that's what I fear. I'm going to do my best to live forever, starting today with a loam. Have I found that one? No, I have not. Sometimes called the Hand of Jupiter or a fire palm, the loam is an item of enticing power. They can reverse the signs of aging, but anyone who has played the game knows that it can only last so long before time catches up. And when it does, it often hits harder. Hand of Jupiter or fire palm. Okay. So it's probably this. That's the only other thing that's shaped like a hand other than one of these. But let's see what would be tied with Jupiter. So, Jupiter would be 10. So something with 10, and it said fire palm. So potentially marked with this. Also, conversely, could have an amber. Probably not that one, but could. Or an obsidian. So it could have amber or obsidian, but it would have some sort of tin. That's iron. I don't think it's that. Wood, stone. I'm going to go with my gut on this one, because this is what I originally thought. I'm going to go with this one. It's not, okay? Symbols, perhaps. Could that be a clue? Okay, that's not helpful. Okay, so it's not that. Is it maybe this one? No. Okay, so some sort of symbol that has to do with Jupiter, which we know that this is the symbol for Jupiter. So is it something with tin? Because there was this hand, but it doesn't have that symbol on it. We can try it. Okay, there we go. I'll take it, honestly. It's not bad. Oh, triangle, symbol of fire. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, Cassandra. Okay, who's next? Tommy Brown. You look like you've been losing some sleep. I went with Mr. Potter up to Wetherlam yesterday. We found the tall stone easy enough and set about our work. Mr. Potter, he told me to stand well back when we were ready, just in case. I thought it had worked at first. The stone opened just like a door, just like Mr. Potter said it would, and he went inside. But then it slammed shut and there was a noise like thunder. Oh! I ran up, but there was no sign of Mr. Potter, and the tall stone was the stone again. There weren't even a crack to show where the door might be. Writing on it was gone too. I don't know what that means. Now Mr. Potter was a fair man, and he paid me for my work, but what I really wanted was the thing he couldn't give me. A Pathfinder's tool. And he had it on him, of course, not that I'd have robbed. I robbed him if he'd left it behind, but then again, he wouldn't need it if he was dead, would he? Anyway, I don't know its name, but I reckon you'll know. It had unnatural properties, like it was floating on air. He said he could use it to find a way even in the fog. Some sort of Pathfinder tool. Okay. Alright, that's going to be interesting. Let's see. Well, that's Path of the Warrior. I didn't really read through this very well. I don't know. Some sort of Pathfinder. Because I don't think it's a Holgen Grim. Yeah. Can't be that. I haven't heard of anything like this that I can think of, but... I don't know. Let's just go to the last one and we can see. Not that one. Instill a sense of fear and paranoia. No. Witherance is the inverse of fortunance and sometimes used for more malicious use. Okay, that's not it. Witch's fingers are the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain. That's not it. Voice of Cernunnos. No. Veiled Fen. That's not it. Valiant. Truth conduit. Protect against curses. That's not really it. Monatomic needle. They create a sphere of darkness. That's not it. Sunbond. Well, maybe a sunbond, because it would cut. Because it cut through the darkness on the one tomb. No. Not a spirit bolt. Spirit eye. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it either. Oh, excuse me. No. No. Okay, hold on. What is that? No. Okay. Equally sized and spaced holes. So is that... Hold on. Is that this? Is it the square? Because the only other thing I could think of is it's got to do with that. So I feel like it could be one of the two. I'm gonna go with this one. Maybe. No. Yeah, now we gotta roll. Here we go. Alrighty. Let's see what we gotta do. Oh my god. Thank you, Jupiter. Jeepers. Good lordy. Okay, 1x. That's fine. As many as I can get early on, I'll take them. Why not? Okay. None? My goodness, I need cat heads. Okay, roll 4. Okay, the rest of you 3. Are you really gonna... Come on. Listen. Can you give me another moon? A sun. You know what? We're gonna do that, and we're just gonna roll them all again and see what we can get. Okay, okay, that's better. Give me a cat head. Give me a cat head. No, come on. Give me a cat head. I need a cat. That is not a cat. Damn it, come on, cat. Yes. There we go. Good lordy. I just needed a cat. Okay, so maybe it is the square thing. I don't know. I know what you're asking about. Okay. So I'm thinking it could be this. It could be this. Could be the Valiant, but I don't know. I feel like this is something we haven't... Equally sized and spaced holes. Okay, so it is the Valiant. Alright. Well, hell. Alright. Agnes Dent. There's been an unexpected death in the family. It has hit us all quite hard, but particularly my husband. I would like to gift him a heart chamber. A heart chamber? Okay. There's a vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast Blencathra, Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul along with its power in an item known as a wraith chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep those dear to us close to heart after death. Do I have to go to the crypt and go down there? No. So what else should I be looking for? Oh! It's the, it has to be this. The only one that's like that. It's gotta be this. Yes! Heart chamber. Resembles the mask. Yep. Okay. Braghick charm? Sure. I don't know. Who's next? Edmund Bishop. Did you ever work out what that Bishop Square thingy was? I suddenly remembered this note that I found some time ago, and it occurred to me that it might be related. I almost threw it away, but it intrigued me, so I held on to it. I haven't a clue what it means. Alright, what'd you give me? Blessings in spring, rising in autumn. Oh. Blessings in spring, rising in autumn. That... what? I have no idea what that means. Does something have like a symbol? Hold on, hold on. There was a symbol for blessings, right? That was it. Okay. This one. So this has symbols. So blessings in spring. So there. The symbols on the map lead me up the winding stair of the North Tower. The pendant has been carefully hidden, but knowing where to look means it does not take me that long, and I'm soon on my way back to the shop with a new trinket to add to our growing collection. Oh, well that's interesting looking. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna keep that down here for now. I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Who's next? Thaddeus White. Something isn't right at the museum. I'm worried it's all my fault. I hoped my brother would be back by now. I've had an idea, though. I'm no thaumaturge, but I think I can weaken it using a witherance. This had better work. Okay. A witherance. Have I found one of those yet? I don't think so. Witherance. Inverse of a fortunance. Okay, hold on. I need to look up a fortunance again. Can enhance physical strength and restore strength. So something that actually saps away your strength. They can be crafted from stone, but wood is more common. So something wood that saps your strength. Wasn't that this? It's got to be this. This has got to be the witherance. It's the only thing that when you pick it up, it feels like that. Yeah. I would suggest not holding it for very long. I'm just saying. Okay. Folium. Oh. Okay. What's next? Who's next? Jacob Priestley. Why are you dressed like a Jedi? My mind is severed. Need Mether. Mether? Is that Mether. So abrasive Mether, restful Mether, or solemn Mether. Let's start at the beginning. Purge unwanted memories. That's not it. So restful Mether. Thaumaturge linked to the inner mind. This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state, bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. That could be it, but I want to check out the other one just to make sure. Solemn Mether. It's considered the most powerful. It permits the drinker to forge pathways in the mind, recall what has been forgotten, repair what's been broken. Okay. This will produce a notably stronger thaumic field than the other two types. Will the compass allow me to find it, though? Okay. So I'm wondering then if it is this. It had a field. All right, let's see what else hints. Enter for Methers. Drinking cup that gives off a strong field. So it's going to be one of the other two. How will I know? A drinking cup that gives off a strong field. These are the only ones that I have, so... Unless it's... I guess it is the restful Mether. I don't know. Well, we've got 3 chances. Nope. Nope. Okay, the one with the leaf? Yep, we're gonna have to do it again. That's fine. Okay. Let's roll. See what we gotta do. Oh. That's a pretty good start, honestly. I don't hate that. I do not like that. However, I do enjoy that. Okay. So our deal this time is we gotta find snakes. I'm gonna keep the 2 moons, I think. Actually, no, we'll not. I'll keep the moth, because that could be useful later. Okay. Okay. Can you give me 2 snakes? You gave me a snake. Okay. 1 more. Oh, I don't need 2 moons. I need a snake. No. Come on. Give me a snake. Give me a snake. Give me a snake. No, you gave me 2 moths again. Come on. Give me a snake. Give me snake. Matt has snake. No, not that. Not that. Snake. Damn it. Okay. Ugh. Yeah. I'll do it. Okay. Snake. Roll 4. Oh, come on. Really? Stop it, please. I do not want to die. Shit. Oh, this is not looking good. Okay, a snake. Fuck. Come on, 2 moths, 2 moths. No! Oh, no. Reset. Oh, no. It's only giving me... Well, at least I know I'm not completely dead yet. Oh, jeez. Really? You're gonna do that to me already? Jeez. Okay, what else we got? 1x, but... Thank you. Oh my god. Really? Ugh. How dares? Come on. Okay. Jeez. All right. All right, so you want some sort of mether. Okay, well, let's look in... So what did they say were the hints? Methers. See if there's any clues. Drinking cup that gives off a strong thermic field. Is that it? I guess this was the last one. Okay, so that it was just that I didn't get to it yet. Alright, good luck. Who's next? Francesca. I've discovered something via the thermic needle. The woman who tried to swim across the lake was compelled to do so by some invisible force. She was looking for something, and whatever it was, it's right here in Undermere. That's not all. I decided to experiment with the Ambra. Oh? When I was under its spell, I heard whispers. Something was calling me, and it left me feeling terribly afraid. This must be what's keeping my patients in their trance-like state. Yeah. Never used a Gaudian siren before, but it occurred to me that it might help. I might be able to use it to drown out the whispers. Gaudian siren. Okay, that's definitely a new one. Although these are similar in form to thermic needles, Gaudian sirens serve a very different purpose. They create a strong compulsion like a siren's call that can be used to divert attention. Okay, so this is the only thing remotely close to what we have. So I'm going to try that, but I want to inspect it first. Okay, let's see. Let's try it. Okay. Gaudian siren. Obelisk shaped like the thermic needle. Closer inspection reveals its attention-demanding power. That we've got. Okay. Alright, end of day. After we had 2 yikes moments, the curator learned that the Nalian casket is a dark article, a class reserved for the most cursed and most dangerous of objects. He locked it away within the museum's archive, along with other such artifacts that are best kept from the public eyes. Okay, so I had a thought when I was editing through the last episode. Is it possible that the guy that died, who we had to deal with the whole sister being kind of all over the place issue, what if she's the person that went full black eyes and crazy, like if her dad was the one that went black eyes and crazy and died, and that if Potter was the one whose eye went black but he survived? Possibly. I don't know if I'm gonna get answers, but we'll see. Oh, it's an axe. I don't know why, but it is. I am under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Oh. Under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Under the barn. So, Greywick Farm? Maybe? Let's see if there's any other farms or anything like that. Or Royston Farm, which is 30. Let's try Greywick Farm first. Is this it? A scent of damp hay lingers in the air as the crows pick at the muddy ground between the weathered stone barns. Farmer lifts his gaze briefly, offering little more than a nod before returning back to his work. Don't think I'll find anything useful here. That's fine. Let's try the other one. Royston Farm. Is warm and welcoming as its owner, John. He greets me with a grin and a handshake, always eager to share a story or two about the land. I ask him to let me know if he's ever finds anything unusual and leave him to his business. Okay, so that's not it either. Unless it's part of the manor. I don't know, but that doesn't feel right. I don't think so. I don't think it's part of the castle. I think it has to be here. So that's a farm. That's the farm. But some of these other ones don't have, like... You could not, and we'd be in great shape. Thunderstorm happening outside in the game. Maybe it's one of these? Maybe. Okay. That's not ideal. Okay. Let's see. Where else could there be a farm? Quarry yard. Undermere Station. I don't know. Under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Under the barn. Where the axe meets the tree. So is it here, maybe? Under the barn? No. Or is it maybe here? This one? No. Okay, what about the other one? I don't know how to get rid of this. No, that's the wrong one. No, I was trying to go in there. I really would like to figure this out, but... Under the barn where the axe meets the tree. The only thing I can think of is it's in that one little foresty area behind the barn that I can't get to in Royston Farm. Because all the books are in the way. I wonder if I literally move them up. Like, hang on, I'm going to move these over here real quick. But I wonder if I move them onto a shelf. If they will just not show up. And I could do the same thing with like the papers and stuff. It's just a theory. But what if I put that there, that there, that there? You can go back in the drawer. And then we'll put that there, that there. Let's see if that works. Nope, they still show up. Okay. Never mind. I just don't know where else they could. Lakestones, Galfrey's Tower. Unless you guys know of something that's like... Blacksmith's Guild. I don't know. The Barrows, maybe, but we already went there for something, so... Maybe there? I don't know. I'm gonna put the books back, but... And you can go there. Whatever. We'll figure it out later. Hi, Simone. Good morning. And yes, to you too, Jupiter. I'm getting more and more concerned about my mother. Hearing about that poor lady who drowned frightened me. But she'll turn up. She always does. I had another breakthrough. This time, I'm certain it's a clue that leads to another hidden part of Strange Antiquities. Oh? From the individual, a stone for dark purposes. From the celestial, a stone of the earth. From the diurnal, a stone of death. Oh. So, what were those again? So, individual is either Mentic or Wistic. From diurnal is Diurnic or Noctic. Celestial, Selenic or Dradic. Okay. So, for the individual... Okay, hold on. Hold on. I need to start taking freaking notes, okay? Give me a second to get out a notepad, and we're going to take some notes. Because I hate having to go back and forth. So, individual... stone for dark purposes. And then for celestial... stone of earth, and then diurnal, stone of death. So, individual is either mentic or wistic, so mentic, okay, so for stone for that. So for that, stone for dark purposes. So, let's see. Bloodstone. So that's probably the stone in the claw. I think that's the only thing with bloodstone. And then the next is going to be celestial. So selenic or Dradic. And it should be a stone of the earth. So something Dradic, stone of the earth. Nope. So stone of the earth that's Dradic. Okay, so jade. I want to make sure there's not anything else. So no, that could be fire and fury. And that's Noctic. Okay. So then the last part was stone of death. So night, Noctic. So that'll mean that a stone of death that's Noctic. Honestly, it's going to be that one. So Vivianite. Okay. So we need 3 things. One's going to have bloodstone, one's going to have jade, and one's going to have Vivianite. So I'm pretty sure the bloodstone one is going to be that. So the next one needs to have jade, which is probably going to be either this one or this one. Or maybe this one. It's a green gemstone, but it doesn't tell me if it's jade or not. Unless it's this, but I don't think that's small green gemstone eyes. Those look more blue than green, but whatever. I want to go with that. And then I need something with Vivianite, which is like a blue-green stone. Do we have anything with that kind of blue-green stone? Maybe this? No, that's turquoise. I don't actually know if we have anything with Vivianite. Unless it's this one, but that's got 4 stones in it, so I don't think it's the Vestiger. Maybe I just don't have it yet. Maybe I just don't have it yet. I don't know. I am going to try to figure out this whole map thing, so we'll put that there. But, okay. Under the barn where the axe meets the trees. Oh! Woodcutter's Lane and Pine Road. Under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Oh my god, that was so stupid. To the side of the house sits a dilapidated barn. The stench of manure is overpowering. There's no sign of an owner, so I search carefully. Not sure exactly what I'm looking for. Suddenly I spy a flash of blue, a bottle. That's it. Oh! What on earth are you? Well, we're gonna have to change where some things are. You are jar thing. There, you're gonna go there. You can go here. I think? Yeah. Okay. Alright, what's next? Jacob's back. Thank you for the mether. I've seen into the yawning deep. I've seen beauty beyond the comprehending mind. The price is steep, but I pay it gladly. My shadow anchor, broken, must replace. Have I seen a shadow anchor before? I have not. Okay. Shadow anchor is sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting, the art of projecting one's presence outside of the body. Without an anchor, minds have been known to become lost. Shadow anchor designs can vary greatly, some preferring pendants, whereas others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some make the use of symbology, where others use gemstones. They will always produce a field for the individual branch. So, okay. So, they're going to have some sort of mentic or wistic field. Which should mean that inspecting it... disquiet. What are those symbols again? So it's an upside down triangle. And then a triangle with a line through... That's the wrong book. So an upside down triangle. And this one. So water and air. It doesn't really help. Nothing to remark. What is that symbol again? I don't remember what that symbol means. Wax. That's okay. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing to remark for that. Definitely something unusual about this item. What about this one? Nothing to remark. Yeah, I know that its eyes pierce into your soul. I don't like it either. Nothing to remark with that. No. Some use symbology, some use gemstones. It'll produce a field. So, can I still use the resonance compass? So not... Is it that? It's not that. So not that. Well, I mean, it could be that. Okay. I'm gonna try this. Because it had a field. Okay, so no, it's not. My gemstone or symbol book. Okay, I looked through those. Only one gemstone that would be suitable for this type of item. Okay, which gemstone would that be? Anger between body and mind? So this one. Okay, finally, we've got a use for that one. The kyanite gemstones point to the fact that this item anchors the mind. Okay. Produces a mentic field. Alright. Nephragon? What the heck is a Nephragon? Oh, excuse me. Audrey's back. You've shown yourself to be a useful ally in these worrisome times. Keep one eye on the lake in the coming days. When blackened eyes seek the casket and waters turn to midnight, perform the sacrament and have faith in Holgar. Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay, well, whatever. Hi, David. I'm afraid this letter was sorted incorrectly and ended up doing a round trip to Kendall and back. Better late than never. Ooh, what is it? I have spent a long time looking for an object I believe to have been lost somewhere in the catacombs. The adventurer and thaumaturge Marwyn left a trail of her to her hidden stash, or so the story goes. I followed it as far as the ossuary of the damned, a chilling bone-filled alcove carved into the natural chamber in the upper levels. A chilling bone-filled alcove carved into the natural chamber in the upper levels, but it seems her markings have been worn away by time after that. I pass on this story to you in the hope that you can succeed where I have failed. Barton. Okay. I guess we're going to the crypt? The catacombs? Yippee. Okay. So, what was this note again? Ossuary of the Damned, a chilling bone-filled alcove carved into the natural chamber on the upper levels. Okay. So this, maybe? It said it was on the upper level, so it's either this one or this one. We already did this one, so it's probably this. I'm able to follow Marwyn's trail for a while, but the carved markings are fading and worn by centuries of weathering. By the time I reach the ossuary, I can no longer make them out at all. Fortunately, I've always wanted an excuse to use a Carrick's candle. What the hell's a Carrick's candle? I didn't even know we had a page for that. This item produces an invisible light that peels back the years, allowing a glimpse into the past. The effect is often murky and blurred, but it works passably on stationary objects. They are marked by the depiction of a candle upon the surface. Do we have anything with the depiction of a candle on the surface? Do you guys see anything with a candle on it? Unless... Oh, this had a symbol for wax. Maybe it's this. That's the only other thing I can think of. I don't see anything else with a candle on it. Cool. All right. A wax and flame. Yep, the depiction of a candle. A candle? Jesus, I can speak. Stalagmites retreat under the light of the candle as I hold it aloft and search the shifting rock wall for any sign of Marwyn's trail. Suddenly I see it, an M etched into the rock, as clear as if it had been carved yesterday. I follow the trail in an excited hurry, tripping and stumbling as the candle distorts the height of the floor, until I come to its end at a small boulder. Rolling the rock to one side, I reach behind it and reclaim Marwyn's lost treasure. Oh, what are you? Interesting. You're gonna have to move down here. Pit, thank you. I'm gonna move the key down on this shelf, and then I'm gonna move this down here. I want the evocant up. So, actually, you know what? I want all the named things kind of to be together, and the not named things to be together. So that's not named. That's not named. And that's not named. Anything else? You can go there. You can come down here. You can go up. You can come down. You can move over. Okay. I'm good with that. And then as we name things, we can fill in spots. I'm actually going to move the heart chamber up there. Just for reasons. Okay. All right, what's next? Verona! Oh no! The time has come to decide, thaumaturge. The casket wants to be opened. The casket will be opened. Nothing can stop it now, and yet there is still a part of this mind that will not be quieted. Help me calm the clamoring rage inside my head. This is your chance to elevate yourself above the scurrying ants that absently crawl through their meaningless lives. I think... Oh god, is it Zephyrim or is it Abrasive Mether? Which one do I do? Used to purge unwanted memories. Methods are... Oh, God. And then what's the other one? The Zephyrin thing? Give off a faint... these vapors are inhaled deeply. They can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them from the powerful maelstrom. I don't think that's the answer. I think it's the Mether, which means it's the last one that's not claimed. I'm not giving her the Zephyrim. I think it has to be that one. I hope I made the right choice. Oh, Verona, I'm so sorry. We only have 2 more days left. But the problem with storing powerful dark artifacts is that slowly, inevitably, the darkness seeps out. Does it have to? It could just, like, not do that. A ball of yarn? I mean, way to call me out, man. Oh, something in that shape. So it's like a river or something. Or the piece of a cutout thing with... I don't know. We're gonna figure this out. So something that looks like this. Is it this? I don't know. I don't think anything else looks like that. The river doesn't look like that. Or the stream, whatever it is. I don't think any of the other maps have something like that. Probably not. No. No, actually, this. So it'd be this one? Okay. Inhaling deeply from the spirit vault to stave off the madness of the depths, I make my way carefully down the crumbling passageways past decaying crypts. Placed carefully on top of the tomb is a collection of clay pots. Some lie in pieces, but most are whole. At first, the collection seems unremarkable, but one in particular stands out, and I take it back up to the surface to take a closer look. Okay, what did we get? Oh, okay, you're new. You are definitely a new thing. Can I move this down the... No, I can only slide it. Damn. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I want to move this up here. We will move... We'll put this down here with that, because it's like wood nature-y thingies. I know that's such a stupid way to think about it, but like, that's what my brain does. It's like, yeah, obviously that makes sense. No, I'll keep the spirit vault over here. Have we heard singing in this at all? We must be getting close to the end if we're hearing singing. Marion Lancaster. Someone very dear to me has fallen ill. I would like a nephroquaint. Do not be concerned, dear. I have used one before and I know what I'm doing. A nephroquaint. Or nephroquant. Okay, what the hell is a nephroquant? Oh yeah, this thing. Once worn by the necromancers of the Five Knolls who used them in their rituals of resurrection, their power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them even after death, the nephroquant would crumble to dust. Today their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw out infections. However, they cause braxis if held against the bare skin for too long. So causes the electrical feeling. So something about touch. No. Symbols. Weathered. Spins freely. That's not it. Somewhat cold. Smooth. Energetic somehow. Could be that. Detailed raised. Hard and cold. No. No. Okay, is it one of these? Quite unpleasant to the touch. Could be that. Not that. It's got blood on it. That's not great. Great detailing. I'm gonna go with it's probably this hand, because that's the only thing that's unclaimed that has a weird feel to it like that. So let's go with that. Okay. The item here is the ring. It's attached to a hand scarred by Braxis. The spiral design of the item is a representation of the symbol for rebirth. That makes sense then. Dread Vivian. Or Vivian. I can speak. I can read. But, you know, English totally isn't my first language or anything. Please do pay us a visit. We have some items that we are confident will be of interest to you. Oh? The Twinings. For Twinings. Okay. Where's it at? 2 Market Avenue, Undermere. So Market Avenue. Is it that? There we go. The Twinings. The man who dropped off his card introduced himself as the owner of the Twinings, an unusual sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. He leads me past wooden chairs and strange iron contraptions to a room unlike the others. This one is filled with small trinkets, ornaments, and jars of various sizes, containing ominous-looking liquids and organic materials. Oh, excuse me. I know it may not look like much, but there are some items of value among the junk here. Take your time and let me know if you find anything interesting. 2 hours later, I have indeed unearthed something very interesting that I am keen to take back to my shop for further investigation. What do we get? Oh. Well, I don't like that. That's awful. Do not want. At all. I'm leaving the Twinings with my haul when a man shouts at me from across the street. As I look round annoyed, I notice to my horror that the man's eyes are as black as coal. He rushes towards me and I stumble backwards, fumbling with the strap of my satchel as I try to grab an item to stop him. Wistic cord. Do I have that already? Wistic cord. No, I don't. Despite the name, these simple-looking items do not produce Wistic field. They belong to the diurnal branch. They cause freezing effect in the body, earning them the nickname Medusa Stones. Fortunately, this effect is not permanent. Medusa Stones. So something that's freezing to the touch. Hard and cold. Not that. So it could be the hand. It's the only thing I could think of. Energetic somehow. Something that... somewhat cold. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing isn't labeled either. I'm gonna go with the hand, but I don't know if this is it or not. Nope, it's not. Okay. Suitable symbol or perhaps a gemstone. Let's try a gemstone. So something cold. So could be aquamarine or the stone of water, but something cold? Or... I don't know. Unless I'm focusing on the wrong part again. Freezing effect. So... paralysis? Paralysis. Paralysis. This. Yes. Okay. To my relief, the man goes rigid almost immediately and topples forward onto the cobblestone. I turn and run, wanting to put as much distance between as possible between myself and that creature. When I finally come to my senses, I realize I should alert Dr. Robinson, but by the time I return to Twinnings, the man is nowhere to be seen. Okay. Well, we did a thing. Oh! Is this the last piece of this? No. Unless this is the incorrect thing. And it's maybe that. Oh, it is! What do we got? Okay. So... no, not that. Okay. Okay. So which ones? Up, side, side. What did we get? Ooh, that's pretty. Alright, I'll take it. Oh my god, we have so many things packed in there. Okay, we're gonna move the compass here in the middle there. We'll hang a few of these other things here since there's not a lot of space in other places for them. You can go there and we'll move, actually, move the claw over here. Move that there. That'll work for now. That's fine, whatever. Alright, who's next? Something bad is about to happen. Yeah, no shit. The ravens know it. My grandfather once taught me how to use a Cassander to see the paths ahead, but I saw what it did to him and vowed to never touch one again after he died. But the gnawing worry of what is coming has become too much. Has become too much for me. So let's find you a Cassander. The eyes of a Cassander focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path, or paths ahead. These items do not produce a mentic field, as one might expect, but rather a more mysterious selenic. Care should always be taken with any object of prophecy, and these are no different. Many have been seduced or driven mad by the path shown to them and been led to ruin. So it gives off a selenic field, as opposed to a mentic one. Now, how do you determine that? Well, the only thing like that, if we're looking stone-wise, would be moonstone, but everything with a moonstone in it has been claimed. So that can't be it. Unless something else now has a, is it just that? Okay. Okay, that. And that. What about over here? Could it be that? Let's inspect. Scent like a brewing storm. Nothing to remark. Blue painted porcelain. I don't think that's it. I really don't. I think it might be that. Honestly. Feeling of disquiet lances through the body. I don't know. So, wait a minute, wait a minute. This has a moon on it, though. We're gonna try it. It has a moon on it. That would be selenic. Eyes might not mean literal eyes. Okay, that doesn't freaking help. A gemstone that could make sense for this. A selenic gemstone, but that doesn't really freaking help me. Because the only selenic gemstone is a freaking moonstone. So... am I missing something? With some sort of selenic gemstone that I don't get it. Everything that's been claimed already has more than one malachite gemstone. The stone of sight. But it said selenic. So, which one's malachite again? That's the wrong frickin' book. Malachite. So then it's this. That is not selenic. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. Good luck, man. Gilbert Ames. There always seems to be something going on in Undermere. Sooner I can get this sorted and be on my way, the better. My uncle gave me a ring, and I've had nothing but bad fortune ever since. I'm starting to think it might be cursed. Is there a way to uncurse it? Okay. So, bad luck. Nope. Open the curse book back up. I hate this. Listen. Waking hallucination, vivid nightmares. I don't think it's an actual curse. Unless it's Morgan's insanity, which is poison of the mind, but I don't think so. Curses of the flesh. No. Oh, okay, so way to uncurse something. Curse index in my reference book. Okay, so we'll just do this. So it's either the Purifier, the Bane, or the Lamb Siphon. Small topaz gemstone, placed in a strong smelling liquid. Small tokens such as rings or amulets perhaps submerged in the liquid and left. Okay, so it would be the Purifier, which is this. Yeah. We've used that one, I think, like 3 times now. Apparently it's a good curse remover. Frickin' vinegar, man. That'll clean anything. Lavinia Hawthorne. I've been researching ancient customs, particularly those relating to thaumaturgy, and I am fascinated by the use of objects in ritual ceremonies. If you were able to get your hands on a gris, I would be very interested in studying it further. Gris. For the ritual of the broken path, the gris is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wistic arts. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. Ritual of the broken path. So something... God. Yeah, what am I thinking? Okay, so there's definitely going to have to be something that we haven't found yet. So maybe this. Sacrament is a baptism ceremony in which one's life is pledged to the warrior god Holgar. It is performed by a blood priest within a stone circle. In spring, a charm of green growth. In summer, a pendant of the yellow sun. In autumn, an instrument of the red night. Winter, a totem of blue fire. So that's going to be 4 things we need for that. The Zia, I don't know. I very much have to be missing something, right? There's a note on the castle map that looks like it might be important. Oh! Mars in winter, rising in summer. Oh, the symbol for Mars! Okay. Symbol for Mars. Mars is this. So Mars in winter, rising in summer. This one. So Mars in winter, rising in summer. Okay, the kitchens. The smells and sounds of cooking greet me as I enter the castle kitchens. I feel a little foolish as I try to avoid the cook's glares while following the clues left to me by a mad old man. What was I thinking? I'm not going to find anything here. And yet, on the exact spot where the map led me, there is something. A floorboard that has been cut and replaced. With a little difficulty, I lift up and feel around in the cavity below before my fingers grasp something hard. Oh! Who are you, little sir? Who are you? Alright, well, now that I've got this guy... Wait, could he possibly be the thing we're looking for? Well, let's try it. Let's inspect him. Made of stone. Hard and cold. Okay, so wait, what symbols does he have? He has fire. I don't remember what that one is. And that one I think was, shit. Which one was that? Nope. Little man, I'm gonna need you to not do that. You're gonna go there for now. Until I can look up what your symbols mean in the book. So just hold your horses there for a second. Confusion and paralysis. Yeah, so fire, confusion, and paralysis? Right? Yeah? And what was it about the Gris? He slowly heated over a flame. How the full effect? Okay, let's... Hard and cold. Chalky black residue that coats my fingertips. So maybe... I don't know if holding it over the flame like this is going to change anything, but... Maybe. Nothing else fits the description. Okay. Produces a Wistic field. I don't know how to determine that, but... the soot was the thing that was like, okay, maybe... We've got it now, so you can go over here where you were. You little strange little man. That is what you are. Strange little man. Leopold Morris. There's been a basilisk sighting in the hills across the river from Backbarrow. I wouldn't say I'm a brave man, but I have a duty to protect my livestock and my village. Better me than a younger man with his life ahead of him. Oh, Leopold. I've got to prepare my sword. So something that would fit into a sword. Or basilisk. Serene Ward? Made from basilisk scales. Okay, that's not what I want. Folium. A blade drawn across the face of a folium 6 times during the ritual of the Hand of Prior. Dreyer huntsmen and those wanting to prove themselves perform this ritual before seeking out the basilisk, as a folium blade is the only way to pierce its thick armor. So there's some sort of... It's some sort of blade. What would I be looking for, though? for that? I'm not sure. Something pointy? I don't fucking know. That's where I'm at right now. I have no idea. Oh my god. Basilisk in the index. I did. Something that looks like it might have had a blade drawn across it. Oh! The hand. Crisscross grooves. So maybe it is that. Because nothing else really looks like a blade's been drawn across it. Let's try it. A folium. Okay. Good to know. We still don't know what that is. Hi, Francesca. They've escaped. At first, my patients grew agitated when I used the Gaudian siren, but then I had a breakthrough. Vivian Cartwright woke up. She seemed lucid, calm even. I made a stupid mistake and loosened her restraints. I don't know what happened, whether the siren stopped working or if perhaps it had never worked and she tricked me. But almost immediately she changed back and turned violent. Before I knew it, she had managed to free the others. We tried to stop them, but they fought their way out of the hospital. I've no idea where they've gone. Oh God, Francesca. Oh no. End of day 16. So we've got one more full day to play through, and then I think the last day after that will be like our final showdown. So yeah, this video is definitely going to be longer, but I'm kind of here for it. Almost imperceptibly, the casket began to absorb the crepuscular power that had leached into the stone and the earth of its lightless tomb. Okay. Another tomb. Possibly. It looks like it. Something with a sun on it. Oh no, it's a time. Okay. No. Is that correct? Okay. Okay, so it is the half. Is there something on the tombstone map? Is it this? It did say it had a sun on it. No, it would be the half moon. Yes! The air is stifling in the darkness, and the claustrophobia of the tunnels almost overwhelms me, but I press on. I remind myself that there are few who venture down here, which means the chances of an interesting find are higher. Doesn't take me long for my search to bear fruit. What did we find? Okay. Why do I feel like that's not a safe thing for us to have? I'm just saying. I'm going to move you up there, and I'm going to move the ram's head down here, because that seems a lot less dangerous. I'm just saying. It seems less dangerous. Alright, Thaddeus, what's up? The Witherance was a terrible idea. Oh no. I've only gone and made things worse. I wish Eli was back. He'd know what to do. Some years ago, a friend brought an item to me, a black casket, and I searched, and I learned that it was a dark article. I should have brought it to Eli right then and there, but I knew it would only destroy it. He would only destroy it. I'm a collector of things. It seemed too important to allow it to be destroyed, but I see how naive that was now. This casket is far more dangerous than anything I've come across before. I now hear they are looking for it with their black eyes. Either I need to keep them out of the museum or bring the casket here to Strange Antiquities and hide it in one of the secret places. Dread Vivient or Lunimia. Okay. So, Dread Vivint is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising up off a Dread Vivint is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, of good and evil, of hope and despair. Okay, and then the other one was what again? Lunimo. What, child? I'm playing games. What you want? What? Well, don't just cry at me. Either come in here and hang out. Okay, or not. Just run away. Also called a moon pool or a heart of tranquility, harness the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. It can be used to keep people away from places they are not welcome. There's a superstition among thaumaturges that says that a lunima should not be used when the moon is full. It is not known from where the idea came. Okay, so I kind of want to do the other one. And it said, for the dread vivant, it said that it needed to be... where is it? Objects that represent the balance of life and death. So, could that be... Could it be this? It causes me to reflect on my own mortality. With those two stones, I just don't know. Maybe? We're gonna try it. Nope, it's not. Okay. Okay. I'm looking for something that shows the representations of two opposing concepts. Life and death, for example. Okay. Is it maybe this? Because it's fire and water or something? I don't know. I don't remember what those two symbols mean, honestly. Okay, go back to the symbol book. Okay. So... heat and cold. So maybe it is this. Please be the right thing. Nope. Well, shit. What are those symbols then? Moon and like a weird cross thing? I don't know what the weird cross thing is. Which sign? Is it maybe that? Maybe the witch sign in the moon? Is that it? No. Look, I'm aware. I'm just trying to find stuff with symbols on it. Okay? Unless it's this thing. Having a freaking skull and a swirly on it. I don't fucking know. It could be this. Okay, so that would be water and air? I mean, maybe, but I doubt it. Which one did I get? Oh, no! That was not the one I wanted. Well, shit. I wanted the other one. Oh, crap. That's not gonna go good, is it? Well... cool. Uneasy quiet in town today. There aren't many people out and about. I'm heading straight home as soon as I'm done with my deliveries. Alright, what do you got for me? I have recently come into possession of a number of texts on the subject of arcane artifacts. You are welcome to them if they are of any use to you. If I don't hear from you, then I will donate them to the library across the street. Okay. Where's the library? Wordsworth Library is 26. So across the street. Several of the scrolls look promising, but they are written in Dradic script, and my understanding is too rudimentary to make use of them. If Verona was around, she could translate them, but she isn't, and I can't. So something to be used for translations? For language? Let's see. Translation. Babelia. Resembles a mantic field pattern, but the item itself does not produce one. It can be used to aid with translation of foreign text, though they require some skill to make full use of. This ability is not transferred to spoken language. Resembles a mantic field pattern, but is not necessarily mantic. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that one. Yep. Okay, so. Mantic. So, patterns of the mind. This isn't helpful right now, honestly. Wait a minute. How do I... Hang on. You move out of the way. So the mantic field pattern is this. So that and that. I have an idea. I want that up and that down. Okay. So it resembles that, but it doesn't have that actual field to it. What has that symbol that has not already been claimed? This. It's similar. It's not exact, but it is similar. And I don't see anything else with a symbol like that. Is that it? Hell yeah, finally. I've been trying to figure that one out for ages. The effects of the Babelia make my head spin, and I close my eyes tight for a moment as my mind catches up. The pages swirl and blur in front of me, letters and words floating in and out of focus. After a time, I find that I can read them, though it takes some effort and I feel drained as I reach the end. Oh my, okay. New things. Alrighty. Anna Bryant. With all that's happening in Undermere, I picked the worst week possible to lose my Braic charm. I hope you have one I can replace it with. Braic charm. Okay. I mean, I will do my best to find it. Or something similar. Powerful item that offers hope in times of worry, protection in times of darkness, and wisdom in times of uncertainty. It wields the power of the maiden, the mother, and the crown, the Wiccan triple goddess. Okay, so there was a witch's symbol in this. Triple goddess. So it's something with that symbol on it. And I think... Did I... Oh, God. It's got to be that. It has to be that. Yes. Resembles the symbol of the triple goddess. Yep. Argil, vessel of the earth. Okay. That's not helpful right this second, but sure. Who's next? Eli White. What's up, Eli? I'm sorry, I did not intend to be away for so long. I trust the shop has not been too much trouble to look after in my absence. I've learned a lot from my time in Oxford. There's a powerful dark article here in Undermere called the Nalian Casket. And now you're telling me that my foolish half-wit of a brother has had it in his museum this whole time. I know how to destroy it, but it's not going to be easy. Whatever happens, it must not be opened. We will need to create a pillar of Calaris. From what I gather, such a feat has not been attempted in over 500 years. I just hope there's enough time to prepare. I'm afraid I can't stay, but I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay. Sure. Okay. Pillar of Calaris is a powerful blast of energy that can consume the darkness. In my opinion, it is the safest way to destroy powerful dark articles. It can only be produced at the place of significant ophthalmic convergence. Strength and weakness, light and darkness. Align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. With Corcoran's light, the strong will be made weak and the dark will be made light. Okay, so that's definitely going to be important. I'm just saying. That's definitely going to be important. For us to figure out some sort of ritual to stop whatever the hell is supposed to happen. Isabel Stowe. I've had my energy drained by some disturbing evil power. For days now I felt tired and frail, and then today I found something that horrified me. Beneath my bed I discovered a carved wooden effigy with a strange symbol painted on it. I don't know who has done this to me, but all I want now is to lift this feeling of weakness. So we either do strength or something that specifically is no. Listen, I was not trying to click that. Okay, so definitely going to be strength. So fortinates. Okay, so where did the fortinates go? There it is. Let's try this. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I hope that helps you. Susan Hill. Uh-oh. I would like a bloodbeck. The nameless ones are restless. I am ready to hear their voices. What in the fuck is a bloodbeck? It was once thought that these objects could be used to commune with the dead, but it is now widely believed that such a thing is not possible. It is not known where the strange voice that emanates from a bloodbeck originates, but there are some who believe that they are voices of the nameless gods. Okay, so definitely something that hasn't been... I need that. Nope. Nope, not inner perception, scent and sound. Oh, it's that. It's that. It's that. Yep. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, yo, it's that. No. Do not like. Do not like. Alright, I think this is going to be the final day. Thaddeus runs along a dark corridor, his eyes wide with terror. He clutches the largest remaining shard of the shattered Lunema in his hand. I'm so sorry. I was trying so hard not to give him that one. Oh god, Thaddeus, please be okay. He only has one thought in his head. He must not allow his pursuers to reach the casket. He will draw them to the armory. It's his only hope. His heart sinks as he rounds the corner. 3 more black-eyed assailants are coming from the other direction. He's trapped. His final thoughts are consumed by fear. There is nothing stopping them now. The casket will be opened. It's all his fault. No! Thaddeus, it's not your fault. It's mine! Oh, no. It festered and pulsated until it could no longer be contained. Some part of it reached out from the darkness, creating eyes so that it might find itself and hands so that it might open itself. The casket wanted to be opened. No, I don't want the casket opened. I want Thaddeus to be alive. Oh god, Jesus. This is really hard to do. Okay. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. What? So the library in the castle, right? That seems the logical. Entering the library, I'm drawn to the dark alcove around the corner bearing the title Esoteric and Arcana. I'm sure there is much to learn here. Sadly, a cursory glance is all I have time for today. Piled up on a reading desk, I find books on ornithology alongside bestiaries of the old world. You can learn a lot about a person from the books they read. But that's not... I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. So something underneath the library? I don't know. Unless it's like here? Oh, God. There's got to be something about this. I can't go to there. I don't know. Unless it's like... Wait. Library would be here, so that's this wall. One of these. Let's try that one. No. This one. Nope. So it's got to be one of those. It said below that. Here we go. As I open the door, I'm hit with a musty smell of damp. This room hasn't been entered for some time. The corner of the room is piled high with scrolls of parchment and old books, but underneath the debris I find something of interest. Oh. What in the hell are you? You're different. You're gonna move over here now. Because you don't really fit in with the non-jar things over here. Okay. I'm gonna move the candle thing there and move you over here, I guess. Yeah. At least I can keep the non-labeled things within current sort of reach. Hey, Eli. The museum was ransacked last night. I went looking for my brother, but he's nowhere to be found. Good news is they didn't find what they were looking for. I moved the casket myself and hid it here in one of the strange Antiquities vaults. It's safe for now, but we can't leave it here for long. I have more to prepare, but I've left instructions on how to access the vault in the desk drawer. Okay. Which drawer? A candle that gives off no light. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. A finger, but not of flesh. Candle that gives off no light. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. Anchor. Alrighty. Oh God, okay. So, what the hell was that thing called again? Anchor that's never touched the ocean. Okay. That's not what I was trying to do. I hate that I keep doing that. Some sort of anchor. No, other way. Anchor, 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 anchor. Shadow anchor, maybe. Unless there's another anchor. No. Okay, so shadow anchor. Shadow anchor. And then what was the last thing? A finger, but not of flesh. Infusion talon or folium. Anything with a hand, really. But we'll go with this one specifically. No. Okay, so maybe I have to find the witch's finger thing? Not that. What was it called again? I can't frickin' remember. Witch's finger. Okay. Witch's finger is said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. Most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cursed some or finished off others. God, I don't know what that would be. Unless it's this claw thing. I mean, it could be. I don't remember what that was from the first episode. I really don't. And it's the only thing that looks finger-like that's like severed, so maybe that's it. No, it's not. Okay. At least I can say I tried. Unless one of the other two is wrong, but I really don't think they are. Oh God. Unless, well, this has the symbol of the witch on it. It's worth a shot. Okay. I'll take it. Full moon. Waxing. Okay, so that one. That one. And that. I think. Well, I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable. Why will it not let me put stuff up? Whatever. Complex feeling comes over me, both horrifying and yet compelling. Don't love it. Do not love that. Let's just, we'll change that just in case. Hi, David. You okay? The lake has turned black. An omen, as omens go, I'd say that's probably quite a bad one. The mail won't deliver itself. Oh, David. I know there's such a thing as commitment to the job, but good God. I found this note on an old writing desk up at Gleeston Castle. I expect it will mean more to you. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. It feels all too present that we hurtle towards winter with a terrible unknown fate. Yeah, a little bit. Not ideal. Okay, we're going to put that up there. And then we're going to go to... Okay, so, what was this? Hold on. What did it say? Fear in autumn, rising in winter. Okay, so. What is the symbol for fear? I think I passed it. Fear is this thing. Okay. So, fear in autumn, rising in winter? Sure. I searched the room at the foot of the western tower quite thoroughly before finding a stash of papers. To my dismay, they are largely the scrawlings of a madman, but amongst the nonsense, there's some valuable information. Oh, okay. I'll take that win. Unintentional good stuff, I guess. What was this thing again? Oh yeah, the Pillar of Calaris thing. I'm not looking forward to this. Hey, Eli. It's time to end this. Now. Bring the casket to the pit. Okay. Let's go to the pit. The sun is low in the sky as we arrive at the pit, casting a warm light across the treetops and the open fields. A solitary raven cries out from the tree line, and I look to the skies, but they are empty. The pit itself is an ominous sight that otherwise serene atmosphere can do nothing to diminish. It is a scorched black hole, perhaps 5 meters in diameter, and has an unusual look to it. This is the site of atomic convergence. It is no simple thing to destroy an object of this kind. We need to set up opposing powers in opposite compass points, strength and weakness, light and darkness. And finally, we need the light of Corchin to bind them. Okay. Alright, I got this one here. So strength and weakness, light and darkness. So, strength and weakness. Freaking drama piano. Okay. Okay. Strength. Fortinance and... what was the other one? It was... Fortinance and... Witherance. Okay. So those have to be opposites. So I'm going to say that strength and weakness are probably north and south, and then light and darkness would be east and west. So let's see. Where's Fortinance? Fortinance north. Where's Witherance? south. And then light and darkness. So light is probably... Hold on. Light is probably the... Where is it? The sun bond. And then what would be its opposite? Darkness. I don't know. Let's see. Dark. Shadow hold and sun bond. Okay, so shadow hold and sun bond. Do I have the shadow hold? Yes. Okay. So we'll do shadow hold and sun bond. So sun rises in the east, so we'll put the light over there and the darkness in the west. So shadow hold and sun bond. This was the sun bond. It goes there. Where's the shadow hold? I don't remember. Sonic totem. Sleep vessel. The fuck is the shadow hold? Shadow anchor. Is that the same thing? I don't think so. Is it? Those are the methers. Is it the same damn thing? Shadow hold. No, it's the Suncatcher design thing. Wait, what? Wait. It's a jar thing. Spirit vault. Or is it the thing that I couldn't figure out at the beginning? Am I really that dumb? I think it's this. Because it's kind of got like the catcher design on it. And I don't remember it being labeled. And then what was the last thing? Corchin's light. So what did I need to see? Light of Corchin. Okay. Corchin. Corcina. It's gotta be. Used to call in Guile and Wisdom the goddess Corchin. She is the goddess of earth creation and rebirth. It is maintained by some that these are not objects of power, but they exude imposing aura that is hard to explain. That has to be it, but... Goddess of the earth. Creation and rebirth. So there's got to be some sort of symbol that would stand in as life, rebirth. Some sort of version of that. Right? Rebirth. Spiral. So spirals in infinity. Spirals in an infinity. That has to be it. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. I wanted this so that I could look a little better. Something unlabeled, maybe? Yeah, definitely. I have no idea. Do I have everything? Like, do I have all the items too? That's the other thing I'm worried about. Unless it's a stone that's life. It could be a stone. Okay, aquamarine is water. Earth. So it could be jade. Could be something with jade on it. This... dark green gemstones. Probably jade. Oh, God. Unless it's this. I don't know. Oh, God. That's seasons, so I don't know, maybe. Wisdom. Wisdom and earth. So something about wisdom and earth. Okay, so I'm latching onto the wrong things. Wisdom and earth. Okay. Earth and nature. Okay, so the only thing for Earth is the jade. Okay, what is the symbol for wisdom? Do we have that? Earth is the upside down triangle with the line through it. Wisdom is this. I saw something that had that, didn't I? Didn't I? I don't remember. I can't tell. God. It could be this. It's got all those upside down things on it. I don't want to mess this up. God. That's the only thing with that symbol on it, though, of Earth. So it's either that or it has to be something with jade. But everything... I don't think this is jade. I think that might be... because it's got the streaks in it, so I think that's malachite. So I don't think that's it. I think jade is more like this. Which technically means it could be this. But I don't think it is, because that has the seasons on it. It's not specifically one thing. God. Unless... okay, hold on. Wait a minute. If we're doing opposites of these, this wouldn't be it. That would not be it at all. Actually, put that back where it went. This is Sun's bond, so it would need something to be with the moon. I don't think it would be the Moonstone Guardian. I think it's going to be this one. Because this is essentially lighting your way. This is shrouding you. So I think that might actually be the right thing. As for the center thing, am I missing anything else about these stones? I don't know. That's the wrong book. Because they moved again. There's just a thing that's called Light of Corchin. Oh my god. Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of Amphesian Heart. They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light and fear to joy. Amphesian Heart. Amphesian Talon. Well, wouldn't that be something reptilian? I don't think it's this. I don't think this is it at all. Could it be... could it be this? I really hope we're right. Eli inspects my work. His face shows little emotion, but he seems satisfied. By now the sun has finished setting and the only a hint of red afterglow remains in the darkening sky. The ravens croak his mournful cry once again, but this time there is a reply, and then another. I look up and see several dark shapes circling above. Quickly now, they're here. I spin around to follow Eli's gaze, and my pulse quickens as I look out across the field. A large group of shadowy figures is walking steadily towards us. We can't see their faces at this distance in the low light, but I'd be willing to bet that every one of them has pools of midnight for eyes. In the sky above, the ravens continue to grow in number. Their caws and cries get louder and louder. I look down at the black object in my hands. Such a small thing, yet its seductive power is impossible to ignore. It wants to be opened. Suddenly it feels inevitable. The casket now. I'm not sure I want to give it to him. Wisted cord or Nalian casket? We give him the casket, right? Like, why the hell would I give him the Wistic cord? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give him the casket. It has to be that, obviously. I'm going to give him the casket. The wave of intoxicating power washes over him, but I hold strong against it. I hand over the casket, and together we begin activating the items arranged around the pit. Working as fast as we can, it still takes longer than we'd like. And when I look up again, the thaumaturge has fear in his eyes. It's not working. He's clutching the light of Corchin, but it's lifeless in his hands. Such a shame. I turn to see the occult scholar. Her eyes are black, and she has a dread vivant in her hand. Where did she get that from? Not strange antiquities, I hope. She must be using it to dampen the power of the light of Corchin. We must taste the casket now. It will be opened. All around us, black-eyed mobs shrieks and cheers, jostling and shoving, tripping over one another for their frantic race to reach for the casket. For those in the front are nearly upon us. All hope is lost. But the thaumaturge thinks faster than I do. He quickly activates a Daedalus link and floats out across the pit, clutching the casket. The mob around me pays no attention. They only have eyes for the casket. Eli begins to speak, quietly at first, then rising in volume until he is almost shouting. I am no longer afraid. I am the dirt beneath the ground and the rock below that. I am the dust stretched thin across empty space. I am everything cold and dead and dying. But I am also the heat and the light, the wind, the ice and the fire, the leaves on the trees and the water in the river. I am everything warm and alive and living. At that moment, Eli locks eyes with me, and suddenly I understand what I need to do. I charge forward and tackle the possessed scholar. I grapple with her, trying to pry the dread vivant from her hands, but she is surprisingly wiry and strong. We teeter closer and closer to the edge of the pit, and cold fear hits my stomach as I look down into its inky depths. With one last burst of energy, I grab Verona and twist my body, pushing with all my strength. She scrambles at the bare dirt at the edge, but she is unable to find purchase and she falls. I will never forget the look of shocked horror on her face as she plunges into the darkness of the pit. Oh, Verona. Eli wastes no time. As soon as he's able, he activates the light of Corchin. Time stands still, and there is a rush and a roar as a swirling vortex of blue-green light races up out of the pit. The full force of it strikes Eli, and he is obliterated by its power. The casket is sent soaring up into the night sky, where it seems to hang for a moment, turning slowly in the air until, with a shrieking, splintering crash, it shatters into 1,000 pieces. Then there is nothing but smoke and the smell of ozone, and all is quiet. Eli's death has hit me hard in the aftermath of the events at the pit. Without his sacrifice, the casket would have surely been opened and devastation and horror unleashed on the world. But it is Verona that keeps me up at night. I have spoken to her daughter, Simone, and she does not blame me, but I can't help replaying it over and over in my mind, trying to will a different outcome into existence. I fear I will forever be haunted by it. It has been some small comfort to learn that those who were under the casket's spell have been released. They remember nothing from their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effects, and Dr. Robertson says they'll make a full recovery. Well, I mean, that's good at least. Casket's been destroyed, but at what cost? We lost Eli, Verona, Barton Potter's missing. Bonnie kind of went insane. Audrey's dead. Murdered by her own bloodthirsty followers when the casket was not opened. That makes sense. I'm glad Francesca's still around. Like, Jack Hungersford went insane, never recovered after falling into a trance. Thaddeus, I'm so sorry. Simone's alive. Jupiter's been rescued. Oh. He stayed at the castle and weathered the storm. Good for you, Edmund. I'm glad you're okay. And I'm glad we helped Rebecca at least be able to paint again. Like, that's good. Damn. Whew, Bad Viking, you pulled off a powerful one in the end there. I'm actually really mad at myself for that whole thing with Thaddeus, because I was trying so hard not to give him the one that I did. And I'm like, I didn't want to give him that one. I wanted him to bring the casket to the frickin' to us so that we could not have him be hunted down and killed for it. Because they would have been drawn to the power and not to the museum. I also wonder if there would have been a way to save Eli if I'd done anything differently at any point. This is one of those that definitely lends itself to repeat plays just to mess around with the multi-choice answers, but Bad Viking, you did good. This was really good. I do wish that there had been a little bit more to the story. I feel like it ramped up really quickly in the last couple of episodes, or in the last couple of days, but it didn't really like build into like, how do I want to word this? I feel like it should have built a little bit more to a wider like ending, because we didn't get to see a lot of those endings play out with the final bit of the game. We only really got to see what happened to Verona and Eli and, by extension, Thaddeus the night before. But I very much had fun with this one, and I do think that the puzzle of figuring out which item you need was a lot more challenging in this one than it was in the first one, and I really liked that. So, day 19, epilogue. We still got a little bit left. Tess Sherwood. My father is suffering from Morgan's insanity. His doctors gave up on him, but Dr. Robertson told me there might be a way to save him. She said it might be possible to stop the infection from spreading by cutting the poisonous thoughts from his mind, but she said it was beyond her skill. So Morgan's insanity, poison of the mind, which means I need... Do I have that in here? Or would it just be under curses? Okay, and with that I am done. Time for a well-earned rest, right after I give Jupiter one last scritch behind the ears. Oh, good Jupiter. Okay, so it didn't have me labeled this one or this one, but that was just because it was at the beginning. So honestly, the only things that, let's see what they would have been. We found them, but I don't remember what they are. It's fine. I don't know, but whatever. I didn't end up having to use them again, so it is what it is, but I don't really want to go to the main menu though, but dang. Okay. It didn't take me too long to finish them. It basically just had you go through and finish labeling everything, and then you were done. So, but, oh man, I really liked this one. I really do think that the world that they've created for Undermere with this just overarching, like, feeling of, just eldritch horror is so cool. And I'm really excited to see where they go with this in the future. But in the meantime, if you guys liked this video, hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos from me. Hit the notification bell and turn all notifications on. That way you guys don't miss any videos when they do go live. Share the video around to anybody you think might enjoy watching me play through games such as Strange Antiquities in the future. And if you guys do want to get videos early, as they do go up on the channel, the join button down below has that option for you. So anyway, next I'm going to be playing through which is it, Cube Escape Seasons, I believe is the next one, and then we're going to be hopping into, fingers crossed I can get to work this time, Franbo. I'm really excited to jump into Franbo. I have no idea what to expect from it because I cannot for the life of me remember hardly any of it when I watched, I think it was Markiplier play it forever ago. And the only two things that I remember from the game are Pelantris and Itward. That's it. It's literally all I remember are Pelantris and Itward. And only what they look like. And there was a cat. That's it. Oh man, so I'm excited to jump into that, especially considering that we are getting basically the sequel to both Franbo and Little Misfortune next year sometime. But I am loving that as an indie game fan, we are just eating on all of the good indiness and I'm very excited to see where that goes from here. So anyway, if you guys want to check out the whole rest of the playlist for Strange Antiquities, that is going to be above me here on the screen, as well as the full playthrough that I did of Strange Horticulture, which was the game before this one. So if you guys want to go check those out, and if you guys want to support Bad Viking and get the game, this one and the previous game for yourselves, the link to Strange Antiquities is down in the description, and I would highly suggest it. I had a great time. And if you guys do play through the whole game, let me know what differences you had in your ending, what choices you made that were different than mine. And yeah. Also, let me know what those two things were that I totally forgot what they actually were, that we did not get labeled before I turned on the auto label thing, because I didn't know that was an option. Yeah, let me know. Anyway, that being said, I'm Captain TigerLily, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.